23rd, 2015. Today marks the 10-year anniversary of the first ever video uploaded onto YouTube 10 years ago today. Me at the zoo. That 19-second video would go on to create the biggest video sharing website in history. And everything was changed forever since then. So, everybody's been wondering how long I've been on this site. I know so much about YouTube, blah 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 blah. I go through a list of all the shit that's happened from 2005 to present, and I miss some stuff, but understand, I found this website when I was 13 years old. I'm 22 now. I'm going to be 23 in June. Basically, it was November of 2005, a couple weeks before Thanksgiving, and I was bored and I was on the IMDb, the Internet Movie Database, and I was looking at the Mystery Science Theater 3000 board. And somebody started a thread on there. Watch free episodes in Mystery Science Theater, online. And this was really cool to me because the show had been canceled about 2 years prior on Sci-Fi Channel. So the only way you could watch it was by DVD. You'd have to buy the DVD box sets, which, yeah, here's one I have just handy right here, Volume 8. But anyways, enough of that, put that down there. Anyways, so I click on the thread title and it's this website called YouTube. And immediately I knew kind of the title gave it out to me, tube, TV, you. So I was like, So I clicked on it, and for the most part the logo is still like the same, but the website was so completely different. I mean, if you go on Wayback Machine and type in YouTube and go back to 2005, whoa. I mean, this is before you could even subscribe to YouTube channels. I mean, the only purpose was to upload videos and get views, and maybe you could comment, but for the most part, having a channel on YouTube really wasn't anything that special. So I tried to watch the video. It was in 10 parts because back then on YouTube, everything was a 10-minute time limit unless you had a director's tab on your channel. You see, back then your channels could have guru, musician, director, whatever you were, whatever your channel was, you could have branded yourself as a director, a guru, a musician, or whatever. And if you were a director, you could have unlimited time limits. However, if you were just a YouTuber, like 80% of the website, you could only upload things in 10-minute intervals. So of course this had 10 parts to it. I tried watching the first part and the buffer was fucking terrible. So I said fuck it, and I closed it down. About a week later, somebody else linked up another video to the website, and I clicked on it, and it was working just fine. If I remember right, it was an episode of Space Goes Coast to Coast, I think. I'm not sure. And the Brack Show, I don't know. Needless to say, we were headed towards Christmas 2005, and I was really into YouTube. There was people I started subscribing to, channels of basically just illegal content. They had shit like Are You Afraid of the Dark, Tales from the Crypt. They even had episodes of Seinfeld on there, I remember. I mean, this was the Wild Wild West. Nobody knew what exactly they were capable of on this website. And the first person I ever seen make a vlog, the first person that I ever watched that was a real person in front of their camera making videos, was the late great boring dispatcher Roger. Roger gets a lot of credit from the people that's been around forever, but for the most part on YouTube, he kind of gets passed by. People forget about him. Roger was the first person on this site that made vlogs. Period. End of story. His videos innovated this whole fucking website. Whereas before you would have, what you would call viral videos and fail videos, or illegal content, or maybe even some music videos that got ripped on the website. Roger was the first person who was just a guy in front of his camera speaking his mind to make it onto the homepage. This of course started other people as well, like Filthy Whore and Rocco's House and all the old old YouTubers from way back when. I forget most of them. But that's what started, and then people just got a hold of this concept of, let me sit down in front of my webcam and just speak my mind on subjects about the world. And then of course, like most things, this led into conflict, because if you get so many people in a group, put them together, there's going to be conflict, and that's when the lulls and the drama officially started, somewhere around the end of 2005, beginning of 2006. Basically, YouTube was a community back then. It was a smaller website, it wasn't corporate, Google didn't have their hands on it. People that were finding it, you know, it was sort of like this underground little forum, like a message board with videos almost. It was very weird. It was the Wild Wild West. There was nothing. The website was so undermanned by the people that created it. There was porn uploaded on it daily, I remember. And YouTube, of course, you know, they got rid of that because that shit would be all over their homepage sometimes, like later on with the little watching videos now. You see, YouTube also had, this is a few years later, it used to have this where whatever videos that were popular that were being watched now, they'd have about 6 little squares on a banner. And those were videos that were being popular at the minute, and they would change every 5 seconds. And of course the 4chan trolls would upload porn and send a lot of bot views to it, and then YouTube would have fucking porn on their homepage. That's another story. I made my first account, VIP user, March 12th, 16th, somewhere around there, I forget, in 2006. And yes, I have some old videos on there that was, you know, I don't care, I was 14 at the time. First ever YouTuber I subscribed to was a guy named Palangi Films, who made Halloween and Texas Chainsaw Massacre fan films. They were great, they were cheesy, they were fun. That was the first person I subscribed to. And ever since then, without telling my whole life story, I've kind of witnessed YouTube just evolve from this small forum, this underground means of getting videos out from one another to around the world, to this giant conglomerate that it has become. You know, the old part of me wishes that the old YouTube would come back, but it's never gonna happen. You gotta make your own now. You know, we on YouTube, us in this community, we've done a pretty good job in the past of trying to reenact and relive the old days from 2005 through mid-2008. But YouTube as a whole is different. The channel designs are different. You can no longer go on people and see what people's doing. As much as YouTube has tried to rip off Facebook as of present, they've made it to where nobody can get in contact or nobody can commute. YouTube has made it, the one thing that YouTube has done more than anything else is YouTube has gotten rid of the community aspect that made this place what it was. Without a community aspect of people making videos, no matter what the camera looks like, but the content that's coming out their mouths to person A to person B, that is what made YouTube. Not the music videos, not the fail videos, not the jump cut partner videos that you see bound together. None of that made YouTube. Google made that. You see, because you see all these old YouTubers of past that are still here, because they're still here for 10 years, and they've even turned corporate because of the money. But at the end of the day, what killed old YouTube was YouTube turning on its community. At the end of the day, it's been 10 years, and it doesn't seem like it. 10 long years. So, that being said, happy birthday YouTube. Thanks for all the memories.